Hello everyone, this is Karen with Bang Group, and today we're going to learn how to create a new list in Microsoft Lists. For today's topic, we are going to be covering the following. The first is how to navigate to Microsoft Lists, create a list from the following options: blank lists, from Excel, from existing lists, or templates. Then lastly, we'll configure the settings with each of these options. So first, how do we navigate to Microsoft Lists? To do so, we're going to go and navigate to the app launcher and select on Microsoft Lists application icon. To begin by creating a new list, we'll go to the very top and select on the button here. Then from this pop-up window, we'll be asked how you would like to create your list, whether that be from a blank list, from an Excel spreadsheet, an already existing list, or some pre-made templates down below. When going in to select from a blank list, you are starting from scratch. Here you will need to enter in the required name for this list, optional to insert a description, choosing a color, icon, and location of where to save the list to. Do note when you save your list to My List, this is saving to your OneDrive, and therefore only you will be able to view this list. If you see on the drop-down, there is some SharePoint site that you have access to. Sharing here or saving any of your lists to the SharePoint site will allow any of your team members to view it. Now, if we jump back and let's say, for example, that you want to import an Excel spreadsheet. This is great when you want your data to be converted into a list and have it start living on SharePoint Online. And when selecting here, you can either choose to upload an Excel from your desktop or from your OneDrive. When choosing to upload a file, the first thing that you want to do is to find the table of data. For example, as I open up my Excel sheet here, I've already created a range of data into a table. And you know that you've done it correctly if you go to table design and you see that in this properties section, you have the table name as so. But let's say if you want to create one from new or only select a few, the data range, you could do so by copy and pasting it into a new tab. And when you go into insert, you have the option to create it as a table. Be sure you have my table has header checkmark so that it can define each of your column type. I'm going to go ahead now and minimize this and jump back to my Microsoft list. We're going to go ahead and upload a file. Now, after selecting an Excel file, Microsoft Lists will read the table in the spreadsheet and give the option of which table to import. As you can see, I can choose to import table 1 or table 2, the new one that I have created just recently. You also have the chance to change the column type below in case that when it uploads into Microsoft Lists, one was selected incorrectly. So for example, I have this title column here, but let's say I want to change that to a single line of text. And, or I also have the option to do not import this into my Microsoft Lists. Once you select next, you're going to want to rename your file. Of course, update any description as needed, color, icon, and where to save the file to. Upon selecting Create, you can see that all my information from that Excel have been imported now into Microsoft Lists. I also still have the option to go ahead and configure the column setting by editing the column name, formatting the column, moving the position, or hiding it overall. And if I go to the far right, you can also add a column. And jumping back to Microsoft Lists landing page, going back to the New button, we have the option to create a list from an already existing list within your various SharePoint site. Again, these are the only ones that will appear as long as you have access to the SharePoint site. And we can choose which type of list we want to import. And again, you'll be asked to update the name, description, color, icon, and where to save the file to. And jumping back, the last thing I want to cover is the templates. These are pre-built lists that you can use as they are already defined, and you can still customize it to fit your needs. And selecting any one of these templates will take you to a preview mode so that you can get a look and feel of this list before you start adjusting the templates to fit your need. You can also see various other templates to the left here. Once you found a pre-built list that you like, go ahead and select Use Templates. And again, you will need to update the list name, description, color, icon, and file location. Once you are all set, select Create. And from there, you can start inputting data as needed, and the look and feel and the formatting of this list will apply as shown in the preview mode. Overall, the advantage to using templates is to speed up the process and give your idea on how to make your list look great. Thank you again for joining me in this tips and trick video. If you found this video helpful, please give us a like and hit the subscribe button to be notified, and we'll see you next time.